We were talking about hockey earlier. Now we've got the NBA playoffs getting underway today. ESPN's Malika Andrews joins us from Los Angeles with a look at the teams and the players to watch. Malika, good morning. It's always great to see you.
Good morning. It's so great to be back with you, especially because this is the best time of year in the NBA calendar, friends.
Exactly, and we're jumping right into it because last night, of course, we had those play-in tournament winners. Which team really stood out to you?
Yeah, you know, for me, it has to be the Memphis Grizzlies because Ja Morant, he came into this game, the star of the Grizzlies, playing on an ankle that he had sprained earlier in the week. And that dunk right there told me that he was going to be absolutely fine. He had 22 points, 9 rebounds, and this incredibly impressive win. Now, the unfortunate part for the Memphis Grizzlies is now they get a date with the best team in basketball, the Oklahoma City Thunder, in the first round of the playoffs. But Ja Morant's bounce, his dominance from start to finish of this game, it was absolutely impressive for me. I don't want to overlook the Miami Heat, the first 10 seed ever to make it into the playoffs, but it was the Grizzlies for me here, Whit.
And Malika, let's turn to tonight's games. The Los Angeles Lakers versus the Minnesota Timberwolves could easily be a conference finals matchup. What do the Timberwolves need to do to stop the Lakers?
Janae, the confidence that you just had in trivia, that's the confidence that this Timberwolves team has going into this series because they were in the Western Conference Finals last year. So absolutely, do the Lakers have Luka Doncic? Absolutely, do the Lakers have LeBron James? But Anthony Edwards is going to need to be a star in order for them to win this series. He thrives in this moment, and I will say that Magic Johnson, the Lakers great, he did put on social media yesterday that he is, quote, scared for his Los Angeles Lakers team. That's how potent this Timberwolves team can be, but it'll come down to that man right there, Julius Randle. If Julius Randle, who you just saw pass the ball to Anthony Edwards, can be that second best scorer here for the Minnesota Timberwolves, then this is really going to be a series. I could see it going 6 or 7.
Malika, Janae always has that confidence. Always.
The hometown trivia.
I love it. I love it. And she backed it up.
Right? You got it.
For the second year in a row here, the Indiana Pacers are facing off against the Milwaukee Bucks. So what are you looking for in this one?
Yeah, this one always has a little bit of fireworks on the court, maybe stealing game balls off of the court. There's always a little bit of drama. But this year, for me, Gio, it's the health of the Milwaukee Bucks. Last year, Giannis Antetokounmpo wasn't healthy in their first-round matchup. And so Damian Lillard is going to be the player to watch here. He was diagnosed with a blood clot earlier in the season. And pretty miraculously, our Shams Charania is reporting that he's actually going to be able to come back in this series. It will not be for game 1. The Milwaukee Bucks absolutely need their star point guard if they want to go far in this series. Giannis has been playing out of this world basketball over the last 2 months or so, but they're going to need Damian Lillard back, and it sounds like they're going to get him.
All right, Malika, let's talk Detroit Pistons because they're back in the playoffs after a very long drought. What surprises could they bring to the matchup tonight against the New York Knicks?
Okay. Janae, I want to be very clear here. The Detroit Pistons have had an incredible season. They are one of the most heartwarming stories in basketball this year. They are tough. They are gritty. Those teams in the 80s, the bad boys, they are reminiscent of those teams. And New York Knicks fans, where you are sitting right now, before you get nervous, I do think the Pistons are going to pose some interesting problems, but Jalen Brunson is going to be the best player on the floor. He elevates his game in the postseason. I do think that this is a series. I know New York fans are measured. It's measured in championships. That's how you measure success, going far in the playoffs. I do think it's going to be an interesting first-round series, but the doom and gloom on the Knicks, I think we can pump the brakes just a little bit there. The Pistons are a great story, but the New York Knicks are the better, more complete basketball team. I know that the Pistons are probably listening to this right now and saying, okay, yeah, you watch what we can do.
but I like how you give each side something to look forward to, right? In that classic matchup. Exactly. Malika, thank you so much, as always. We appreciate it. Of course, you can catch the full slate of NBA playoffs starting at 1 on ESPN. Then the Timberwolves-Lakers game. That's at 8:30 right here on ABC. And speaking of the Lakers, Malika also sat down with Luka Doncic in his first extensive interview since that bombshell trade from the Mavs to the Lakers. We will share parts of that interview tomorrow morning right here on GMA.